we love our friends at Central Bank. This Out of This World teacher program, it's pretty fun. I really look forward to the last Wednesday of every month, usually, to meet some of our higher educators here in town.
It is, yeah. It's one of my favorite programs that we do. I mean, teachers are very special. As we mentioned, I have a special son, and so it's fun to they get to spend more time with our kids than we do. So they are, it's awesome to shed some light on them.
Very important. So speaking of which, here we go. We're just going to launch into this right now. Now, don't be nervous, Miss Maddie. The first thing that we do is we talk about you like you're not here. All right, so that's the first thing. So basically what we do, you can go to legends1063.fm and you can nominate your favorite teacher. It doesn't even have to be your teacher. It doesn't have to be your kid's teacher. Let's say it's a wife. Let's say it's a husband, an aunt, an uncle. Any teacher that has made it don't even have to be someone that is still teaching right now. Like we'll take retired teachers. Anyone that makes an impact or a difference in the life of a kid. You actually had a couple of nominations. So here we go. Miss Hatfield is kind no matter how she feels. She always makes sure every one of us feels safe and secure. She will always be patient with our class. She could never be just a teacher. She's a mentor, a friend, especially when you don't have one. Most importantly, she'll always make sure you're not alone. This amazing teacher will make sure we are okay to learn and grow together as a family. She'll check on our mental and physical well-being and will always ask how we are and how we've been doing. She will never fail to make education fun and enjoyable. To take in this teacher should truly get the appreciation and attention. She should win this award because she is the best teacher I've ever had. And the second one, she always makes learning fun. If it's giving us extra free time or playing games, she's on it. She's the nicest teacher I have ever had and is always kind. She keeps the class balanced while not being very strict. She is the best teacher ever. She definitely deserves to win this. That is awesome. Miss Madison Hatfield from Buchanan Elementary. How are you this morning?
I am doing good.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, man. It's very sweet. Very sweet. I'm like, oh, tears in the eyes.
So what grade do you teach?
I teach 6th grade.
6th grade. That's
Yeah.
a very interesting time for kids. They're getting ready to go into middle school. They're getting into the teenage years and all that stuff. And there's a bit of fear and a bit of trepidation as they go. What's sort of your teaching mantra? How do you go about trying to wrangle and wrestle all these kids and then get them to actually listen to you?
Yeah, I definitely think it's still a learning curve for me. This is my first year teaching, so...
What?
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything. You're not supposed to talk about ladies' ages or weights. And I thought to myself when Watson, she looks kind of young, but I didn't want to say that. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Hollister.
Oh, right on. Where'd you go to school?
Hollister. I went all 13 years, yep.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to college at John Brown University
Okay,
in
all
Salem
right.
Springs, Arkansas.
Oh, awesome. So you always want to be a teacher?
Not necessarily. I actually got a degree in English. And I knew that educating in some form and fashion would be in my life. I just didn't know what route that would take. But I'm really grateful it took me to BI.
So how did you get here? Were you just looking for a gig and they were hiring and you were like reached out and were like, hey, I'd love to come and teach back where I'm from?
Yeah, kind of. I was taking a year off between what I thought I was going to go to grad school. And they were having a position open for a teacher's aide. So I took that, or I applied and I interviewed and I got the job. So then I was a teacher's aide all of last year. And then I went through the ABCTE program, which is an alternate route of certification.
Okay.
And so then I got certified at the end of last year, applied for a teaching position at BI and got that. So now I'm here.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and with you being a younger person, I'm sure it really helps you relate to some of the younger kids. Cause 4 or 5 years ago, you were still in school.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about being a teacher?
I think, so I teach writing, and one of my favorite things is seeing that connection of, wow, writing is a way that I can make my ideas and my thoughts and my feelings heard and seen and important. And I love when I see that connection for kids where they're like, whoa, writing is cool.
So all aspects of writing, creative writing, journalism, like is there, or just everything under the sun?
So in sixth grade specifically, we do narrative, informational, and argumentative.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
All
kind of
right.
a plethora.
See, I was always a talker, so writing sort of was right in my wheelhouse. They were
Yeah.
like, Josh,
I don't believe that.
how dare you, Brandy? They were like, Josh, let the pen do the talking for you. Now, that you don't teach them cursive, right? They actually, do they write on?
So they do type, but this year a few of my homeroom girls were really interested in cursive, so I made them cursive books, and that was something that they could do if they were interested in it.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Congratulations, Miss Maddie, on your out of this world teacher. We're again going to ask you to pretend like you're not here, and we're going to talk about you like you're out of the room. Matt Dean, principal from Buchanan Elementary, is here. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Excellent. So, what did you think when you were first informed that Miss Maddie had won the out of this world teacher?
Well, I think she's very, very deserving. She talked about her path to becoming a teacher with us, and she left out some parts.
We'll fill them in.
When she came last year to be a teacher's aide for us, I think it was a matter of just a few weeks where I approached her and said, Maddie, I think you need to teach. She has that gift.
She totally does.
You know, something else about Maddie that I think kind of tells her story is she's kind of a local theater star. She performs in a lot of the local productions at the regional theater, and she brings that stagecraft and that personality into the classroom, and that's one of the reasons that I think she can just captivate her students, and she forms those great relationships. So one of the students says she doesn't have to be too strict. Well, that's like kind of what we see in the traditional sense of the strict teacher.
Right.
But she starts with those relationships and that personality, and it just really motivates her students.
You know, it's got to be pretty cool that you're able, or that you were able to sort of like handpick someone that you thought not only would be a great teacher, but would be a great addition to the team that you guys have over at Buchanan.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, just within a few weeks, we started talking about this. She worked very hard to work through that alternative program. Went through it faster than anyone I've ever observed go through it, and then yes, she did apply, but that was more of a foregone conclusion. We really wanted her to be a part of that.
Just a formalization.
Yeah. She's fit in really well, and the students, the staff, everyone loves Maddie.
That's awesome. Miss Madison Hatfield, our Branson Bank, our Central Bank out of this world teacher this morning on the upside with Josh and them. So one of the things that we do here for this out of this world teacher is we give you a giant, big old bag of swag over there. Now, Miss Brandy, what do we have today as far
What
as
do we
the
got for
swag
here?
goes? That's right.
Yeah, so the bank gives you this nice basket. There's some stuff for the classroom, but also some stuff for you. We do partner with IMAX as well. You've got, we're talking about movies. We've got 2 tickets to
that?
some movies and dinner. We've got a nice tumbler. And also the sign man puts together this beautiful plaque for you to put in your classroom. So that way that you can say, you're one down and I'm out of this world teacher. So, I mean,
That's right.
that's a good accomplishment, a good bar to set.
And your tumbler there, it also says Central Bank out of this world teacher on it. And if you hold it the right way, you don't even have to brag. You can let that tumbler brag. You just walk down the hall and be like, oh, look at me. I'm the, how about that? Isn't that
you.
awesome? So you've won the most prestigious award that you can win as a teacher. Where do you go from here, Miss Maddie? Where do you,
I know.
Where do you go? Are you looking forward to the summer?
Oh, yes, I am.
So
yeah.
the first summer after your first year of teaching,
Yeah. Definitely
is it welcome?
it is bittersweet, I would say, because the sixth graders are ending their time at BI.
right.
It definitely feels like, oh, this is so sad, but also definitely ready for just a change of pace.
And that's something, you know, that you're going to have to get used to. My aunt and uncle and mom, they were all teachers at various times over their lives. My aunt and uncle made a career out of it. And Aunt Wanda and Uncle Johnny, they always said, it's saying bye to those kids. Because every year, you got 2 or 3 kids that you really, really love. And you really wish that you could keep those kids. So, you know, that's just, you know, just take the next couple months and just sort of
Exactly.
just let it drift away. Do you have any upcoming productions or anything that you're doing? We'd love to come out and see you.
You know,
see you play
I
or
do
something.
not. I am going to take the summer off.
Okay.
There's lots of things at the Branson Regional Arts Council, though. Just a little plug. They'll do Footloose. I know they're
Mm-hmm.
doing auditions at the end of the month. And then Shrek's going in October. And then they'll release a new season. So, I mean, there's tons of things there.
And they just started Into the Woods, or they
Yeah. So that's actually our junior production. So Into the Woods.
Oh,
is
that's
that.
awesome.
And so I have a few students who are in the Into the Woods production, and they are just awesome.
I'm gonna have to get on Jim Barber because he used to let me know all that stuff.
I
And,
know.
Yeah, he works at 9:10, I guess ish is what time Barber comes in. But he works right down the hall on Branson for You 98.1. So I'm gonna have to get on him about not telling
Yeah.
us about that. Miss Madison Hatfield, thank you so much for coming in. Mr. Dean, sir, we appreciate you coming in. Miss Brandy, we talked at the very beginning about all the awesomeness, all the things that Central Bank does right here in town. You got any big events coming up over the summer? Is there anything we should watch for? Anything we should look for?
Well, this year is our 75th anniversary in the community.
Oh, what? Huh?
Yeah, we've been here a little bit, 75 years.
That's awesome.
It is. So this summer we might do some stuff, but the big one is our customer appreciation cookout. Everyone looks forward to that every year. It has got to the point where it is bigger than us. We have the whole community come out, which we love. So we're still doing it. We're just going to be doing it next door at the convention center parking lot. I mean, it's gotten pretty massive, and we want to feed everyone efficiently.
That makes me happy. When is this?
That'll be in October, so we still got a few months to talk about
Nothing
that. I
like
just want
a
to give a little
good tease.
teaser.
Oh, nothing like a good tease. Well, if y'all have never been to this area appreciation event, she's not wrong. It was very tight, very close.
We had a
quarters.
line around the building.
Yeah, really. So that kind of makes sense. That's pretty cool, Brandy.
Yeah, and with it being our 75th, we wanted to make it a little bit bigger with some giveaways. We're just going to celebrate being here 75 years.
So should I go ahead and clear off a day or two in October for you to come on and let's just actually talk about that? Because 75 years, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Nope, we're digging through old pictures and looking back at the years, and it's pretty funny to see how the banking industry has changed over that time. And,
I'm sure.
it's been a lot of fun researching our 75th and just celebrating that with our employees too. Looking back at, I mean, our tellers now look way different than our tellers long time ago. You know, I'm underdressed. Used to have to wear a suit and jacket every day.
Yeah.
And Miss Karen Hall and Mike Booth are in lots of photos. We've got we're kind of just celebrating everybody over the past few years.
That's awesome. I can't wait for you to come in and take us on a stroll down memory lane. I love stuff like that. I really like still whenever because of course Central Bank, that's my bank. That's where I go. I was there earlier this week, and every time I walk in, I'm like, wait a minute. I came in on the bottom floor, and there's an entrance up there, but there's a top floor up there, and I see people walking in up there. It's just one of the coolest buildings that we've had here for a while in Ozark Mountain Country.
Yeah, that building you're talking about downtown is there since '92.
Wow. I was in high school. That's pretty old, y'all. I wasn't bragging on that. I don't even know why I said that.
Yeah, I'll get some pictures together, and because we've been in Hollister down on Downing Street a long time ago, so we've got all kinds of stuff to talk about.
That's awesome. Y'all go by and see Miss Brandy and all of our friends over at Central Bank. Also, don't forget legends1063.fm. Go ahead and send in some of those nominations so we can have a teacher for August when Miss Brandy will be back for that. And if you need anything, holler. Just let us know, especially if Dollar Bill is going to be somewhere. We need to let people know where they can go and see Dollar Bill.
In the summertime, Dollar Bill tends to stay indoors a little bit. He's a hot duck. So,
poor fella. He is.
But we're talking about some different ways to get him inside in front of children for like summer camps, things like that, because he promotes saving money, which is very, very important with our younger generation.
Amen to that. Guys, thanks so much for coming in. Hope you have an awesome day. Miss